Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a huge topic making waves in the NFL world, Tom. And Brady might have just dropped a big clue about why the Raiders didn't draft Shedeur Sanders. Now, let's start with this. Brady has gone out of his way multiple times to make it clear that he had nothing to do with the Raiders passing on Shedeur in the draft. But honestly, can we really believe he had zero influence? I mean, come on. This is Tom Brady we're talking about. If anyone has a voice in that building, it's him. And here's where things get interesting. Brady was on Cris Collinsworth's PFF podcast this week, and while he didn't name Shedeur directly, he did share what he looks for in a quarterback hand. Some of those comments feel like they were aimed at someone specific. You'll see what I mean? Brady said this: "Football is the ultimate team sport. When a quarterback throws a touchdown pass, I watch who he celebrates with. What did I do? I went to my offensive linemen every time. I wanted everyone to feel like they were part of the success." Then he added something that really stood out. "I think that's way more intimidating than a quarterback doing his six-shooter guns and pointing up in the crowd. That's very self-promotional, but it's not about winning." Wow, that's a strong statement. And if you've watched Shedeur at Colorado, you know he loves the flash custom watches, social media moments, big celebrations. Brady basically said that's not his style. Now, he didn't call out Shedeur by name, but do you think that's a coincidence? It's not hard to imagine Brady thinking Shedeur's brand of confidence leans a little too far into self-promotion. For his taste, and here's another layer, Brady actually has a great relationship with the Sanders family. That's why this is even more interesting. If someone like Brady isn't fully backing you, that's a big deal. But wait, there's more. Sports Illustrated insider Albert Breer shared a story about Shedeur's pre-draft interviews, and let's just say, they weren't all smooth. For example, during a meeting with the Giants, they gave him an install with intentional mistakes. In a classic test to see how sharp a QB is. He didn't catch the mistakes, got called out, and apparently didn't take it well. Breer said Shedeur was upset they even tried that. Then there was another situation after a bad interception in college. In the interview, the team asked what happened. And his answer was basically, "Well, I like to get into a rhythm early in the game." That response didn't exactly win him points. Now, I'm not saying this makes him a bad player, far from it, but NFL teams want guys who handle adversity and criticism with ease. And if those stories are true, that might explain why he fell all the way to the 5th round. So where did he land? The Cleveland Browns. And honestly, that situation is a mess right now. They've got one of the most complicated quarterback rooms in the league, and nobody seems 100% sure what direction they're going in. Here's the wild part before the draft. JT the Brick, a big voice on Raider Nation radio, was calling on teams like the Giants and Browns to grab Shedeur. That same logic could apply to the Raiders too if Shedeur blows up in the NFL. Imagine if he becomes a star and the Raiders passed on him multiple times. That would sting. At the end of the day, Tom Brady didn't come out and say we passed on Shedeur because of this, but his comments about team-first mentality and leadership versus self-promotion, that feels like a clue. And given everything we're hearing about Shedeur's interviews, maybe that's what scared teams off. So, here's the question for you, do you think Tom Brady had a real say in this? And do you think the Raiders made the right call passing on Shedeur Sanders? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you think. And as always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more NFL content, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.